This is the book of Psalm, chapter 94, verse 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law? Verse 21. They gather themselves together against the soul of the righteous, and condemn the innocent blood. Verse 22. But the Lord is my defense, and my God is the rock of my refuge. Verse 23. And he shall bring upon them their own iniquity, and shall cut them off in their own wickedness. Yea, the Lord our power shall cut them off. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahushai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who grew well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Psalm, chapter 94, verse 20 through 23, is that I want to respond to the Iranians, supposedly revealing that the CIA and FBI are monitoring the Hebrew Israelites, right now. Now, to me, this is not a surprise. To me, this is nothing new. I know brothers in my camp in GMS Miami, they always know that I always go into the many laws that Esau has on the books, pertaining to coming against us to try to destroy us, You have Project Megiddo, you have, which I'm going to bring that out. That's an FBI documentation right here, In fact, you can find this on the Homeland Security Digital Library, www.hsdl.org. The code number to find it is 440030, Project Megiddo. That's one. Then you got Rex 84, Operation Garden Plot, and King Alpha Plan, And those are laws on the books, that you can find via the World Wide Web, that these devils, these Edomites, starting with the elites, and they'll use the CIA, the FBI, as well as the military intelligence agencies that are in the know, to come against us. So this isn't nothing new, But what we're saying is that, hey, the Lord is going to take you out once you touch his prophets, Once you come against his anointed, his prophets. That's why the scripture says, do my prophets no harm. Let me get that. Yeah, First Chronicles chapter 16. You know what? Ooh, this is a good one. We're gonna start at this whole chapter is a banger. You know what? We'll start at First Chronicles chapter 16, verse 14. He is the Lord, our power. His judgments are in all the earth, And that's, what we proclaim, The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is our power, We're the Israelites, We're not black, We're simply the Israelites. Do I look black? Get your colors in order, Verse 15. Be ye mindful always of his covenant, the word which he commanded to 1,000 generations, And this is something, that we push, us the prophets, to our people. Be mindful of his covenant, The covenant, the promise he gave only to the Israelites, And that's something that our people need to understand, because this devil, Esau, Edom, which are the so-called white race, starting with the elites, all right, they're very upset, okay, and they're scared, all right, and that's why they're monitoring us, okay, and they're gonna do something to try to paint a negative light on us. But that's why you got to keep the covenant, all right, that the Lord promised, all right, towards us in your mind, all right, when this devil, all right, drops the hammer, all right. And at the end of the day, okay, you should, if you call yourself a Hebrew Israelite, you should already know, all right, that this devil's coming down with great wrath because he knows that he has a short time. Revelation chapter 12, verse 12, right? Okay. So continuing on. 16, even of the covenant which he made with Abraham and his oath unto Isaac. 17, and have confirmed the same to Jacob for a law, and to Israel for an everlasting covenant. Again, the everlasting covenant belongs to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right? Plain. All right? And Jacob is the progenitor of the 12 tribes of Israel. 18, saying unto thee, will I give the land of Canaan, right? The land of Canaan, all right, is where them JJ's at, the 1948ers, the small hats, all right? And them Arabs are at, fighting over a land that's not even theirs, okay? That's our land, okay? The lot of your inheritance. 19. Right, notice the Lord said the lot of your inheritance. Right, inheritance meaning the land, okay? That's our inheritance. 19, when ye were but few, even a few, and strangers in it. 20, and when they went from nation to nation and from one kingdom to another people. 21, he suffered no man to do them wrong, yea, he reproved kings for their sakes. Right, see, the Lord is going to defend us, okay? That's why I brought out Psalm chapter 94, all right, verse 20 through 23. And let me go to the 22, because that's the point. But the Lord is my defense, and my power is the rock of my refuge. 23, and he shall bring upon them their own iniquity, and shall cut them off in their own wickedness. Yea, the Lord our power shall cut them off. Right. So the Lord is going to get these elites, these secret societies, all right, that are right now governing the earth. Okay. And yes, they're going to use these different intelligence agencies like the CIA, like the FBI, okay, like the military intelligence agencies to monitor us, all right, and persecute us, all right? Okay, if you call yourself a Hebrew Israelite, you're supposed to be fully persuading your mind that, okay, this may happen to you, all right? Okay? But again, the Lord is going to destroy them once they, now let me, the next verse, this is the point I want to bring out. 22, saying, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. Let me see what it says in the NLT version. See, because the Lord is going to defend us. He's going to, all right, put these devils in their place. First Chronicles chapter 16, verse 22. Let's get to the NLT version. Do not touch my chosen people and do not hurt my prophets. Right. So that's an order from the Lord. So when these devils come against us, it's a wrap. All right. They think it's bad now. They ain't seen nothing yet. Okay. The Lord is going to, put heavy judgments in Babylon, the great America. All right. But the point is, all right, we've been knew that these devils were monitoring us. All right. Again, let's go back to, all right, Project Megiddo. All right. This is it. You see the Department of Bureau of Investigation. This is their emblem. Okay. And it came from the Homeland Security Digital Library. In fact, it was sponsored by Homeland Security, FEMA, Naval Postgraduate School. Okay. So now when you go to the table of contents, all right, it says in page 23, it says black Hebrew Israelites. And again, we're not black. Okay. We're just the Hebrew Israelites. We're different shades of brown. All right. Just like you so-called white people, you're different shades of red because you're the biblical Edomites. All right. Edom means red. Okay. But now let's go to 23. All right. We brought this out, but it's always good to bring it out again because, again, we didn't need the Iranians to reveal to us that the CIA and the FBI were tracking us. Okay. I damn sure didn't need it. I have the documentation. I printed it out myself. Okay. I know what these devils are capable of. In fact, all right, they make their own tongue fall upon themselves. In fact, because this is from their library. Okay, this is from their websites. Let me get Psalm chapter 64. Psalm chapter 64, verse 8. Okay? And it says, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All they that see them shall flee away. You see that? All right. So again, all right, the Iranians revealing that the CIA and FBI are monitoring the Hebrew Israelites. All right, we been knew that. Okay. All right. Now, if you were in this truth and you didn't know that they were monitoring you, and you had to hear that, okay, now and that surprised you, then more than likely you don't know what you got yourself into. All right. Okay. Now, there was beautiful edification from the beloved brothers and elders about that video, so I recommend do watch it. All right, because also this should remind all of us that this is not a game. This is not something you play with. All right, it's going to get a lot harsh. All right, like I've always said, and brothers in GMS Miami always know I say this. We haven't seen nothing yet. Okay, we're still able to go out. All right, and get a beer. Okay, we're still able to go. Okay, to the movies. All right, we can go to the park. All right, we can go down here in South Florida. We can go to the beach. All right, but there's gonna be a time where we're not gonna be able to do that. Okay, that's why you got to get your mind right. All right, so now this is from the FBI writings, and this is what they said as the millennium approaches. Right, they wrote this back. All right, it seems like according to this, it was in the 90s, the early to mid 90s. They wrote this out. All right, because they were preparing for the year 2000. Okay, so they've been monitoring. All right, our people. Okay, they've been monitoring the whole Hebrew Israelite movement since it started. All right, so again, the whole not to downplay it, but if you were just now coming to realize that the Iranians, okay, all right, that are revealing that they were watching us, okay, and that had to give you an eye opener. Let me retract what I just said. If you're now coming to the realization, all right, from these videos, hearing about how the Iranians have revealed that the CIA and FBI have been monitoring us, then you don't know this thing of ours, that you got yourself into. Once again, you know what? Let me get. I wrote it out. John 15, because this is what Yahushua said, who inly calls Jesus. All right, and again, we're not black. We're just the Hebrew Israelites. And once again, do I look black? All right, it's a stupid label. All right, but that's part of the curses. They would that we would have be a byword and a proverb. All right, and being called black, Hispanic, Native American, that's a byword and a proverb. We are Israelites from our respective tribes. Okay, the book of John, chapter 15, verse 18. It says, if the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. Right. So when you come into this truth, you already should know that the world's going to hate us. Okay. Especially Esau's intelligence agencies like the CIA, FBI, military intelligence, the U.S. military intelligence. They damn sure hate us. All right. Especially us, the prophets, because we're always talking about, all right, their judgment, World War III. All right. We always go into the prophetic scriptures. I know damn well. All right, the CIA and the military intelligence agency are watching us when every time we bring out articles, filtering it through the scriptures regarding the imminent, all right, destruction of this place, World War III. All right, and again, I like going into it, all right, because it's the Spirit of the Lord put on me, and it just to hit them, okay, with their own articles, and then filter it through the scriptures. For example, okay, the Lord has raised up the spirit of the Medes. All right, that's pursuant to Isaiah chapter 13, verse 17. Okay, and it's a fact that the Russians can whoop America's ass. How do we know this? Okay, well, look at Ukraine. It's clearly Putin, all right, it's now saying, hey, going to the negotiation table and saying, look, the land that I conquered is mine now. All right, deal with it. Okay, if you want this peace, all right, meaning that your weapons, the money, that America that you've been using wasn't able to stop them. What does that tell you? You're not going to win World War III. Okay? It's a fact. And there's many other reasons why. Okay? Because first of all, the Lord said his place was going to be judged for all his wickedness. All right? Her sins have reached to heaven. All your wicked deeds, your LGBTQ lifestyle, all right, that you push onto the masses, all right, your debauchery that you push onto the masses, which, hey, you know what? Hold on, all right, and of course the oppression of the children of Israel. Let me read this, and let me bring out another documentation, okay, from your own mouth, okay? John chapter 15, verse 19 again. If you were of the world will love you, will love his own, But because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. 20. Remember, the word that I have said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. Right. So the Lord put us on game that we're going to be persecuted, all right, for his word, all right, and the world was going to hate us, all right. So again, just to reiterate, regurgitate, repeat, all right. If you're now just realizing, all right, that the CIA and the FBI have been monitoring us, all right, you have no idea what you got yourself into, all right, and you better wise up, man. Fast, pray, okay, because it's clearly evident that you're not a prophet. You're not having the attributes of a prophet. A prophet would know this by now. Okay, so now let me go to another documentation, all right, to show, all right, why America is going to be destroyed. And this is why they hate us. This is why they're monitoring us, all right, especially when it comes to the prophetic scriptures, okay? Now, this is from the book, Behold a Pale Horse. This is actually the very first book I ever read, because I wasn't really a big reader, okay? I was not a reader at all, okay? I had a very low vocabulary. I'm still have a low vocabulary, you know. But I want to bring this out. Now, this is in Behold the Pale Horse. This is chapter 1, silent weapons for quiet wars, right? And I want to bring out now the writer of this was a former U.S. Naval Intelligence officer. Name is William Bill Cooper. Of course, the elite clipped him. All right, back in was it November 2001? All right, they killed him. All right, they used the Fraternal Order Police to do it, the sellouts. All right, those Freemasons. Okay, to murder him. Okay, because he was exposing all their dirty secrets. Again, they make their own tongue fall upon themselves. All right, now, this is I want to bring out the introduction of this chapter. It says the Illuminati's declaration of war upon the people of America. It says the author, this is Bill Cooper, said, I read top secret documents which explain the silent weapons for quiet wars. Is the doctrine adopted by the policy committee of the Bilderberg Group, which is now public knowledge. Okay, during its first known meeting in 1954, a copy found in 1969 was in the possession of a naval intelligence. The following document dated May 1979 was found on July 7th, 1986. Wow, this is a month before I was born. Okay, because I was born in August. In an IBM copier that had been purchased at a surplus sale. Okay, now let's get to the nitty gritty. This is what, all right, the conspiracy. All right, this is how, all right, the stuff that they were doing, all right, behind the scenes, and then, all right, framing it via law. All right, putting in policy, putting in laws, all right, that they can push this, okay, onto the people, or more specifically us. All right, now the chapter goes on to you can look this up on page 57. Silent weapons for quiet wars. It says undisciplined and ignorant of basic systems principles on the one hand, while keeping them confused, disorganized, and distracted with matters of no real importance on the other hand. Right, that's why social media was created, all right, for a huge distraction, keep people confused, all right, and occupied on non-important matters, All right, that's why when for our people, the bulk of them don't know what the hell is going on. All right, they're so caught up in the distractions, in the gimmicks. All right, especially those of the circumcision that know that the Israelites. All right, this achieved by disengaging their minds, sabotaging their mental activities, providing a low quality program of public education in mathematics, logic, systems design, and economics, and discouraging technical creativity. Right, that's been done. All right, that's why these people here in America, they don't know how to read and write. All right, they barely could communicate. All right, that was achieved. Engaging their emotions, recruiting their self-indulgence and their indulgence in emotional and physical activities by unrelenting emotional affrontations and attacks, mental and emotional rape. All right, again, this is coming from the Bilderberg. All right, this is from their and Bill Cooper was able to find it. All right, this is from their documentation, the Bilderberg meeting. This is what they discussed at the Bilderberg meeting. All right, by way of constant barrage of sex, violence, and wars in the media, especially TV and the newspaper. And that's all you see, right? Okay, that's all you see. Giving them what they desire in excess junk food for thought and depriving them of what they really need. Rewriting history and law and subjecting the public to the deviant creation, thus being able to shift their thinking from personal needs to highly fabricated outside priorities. Right, and you notice it said rewriting history and law, and that's what they did. Okay, all right, and they use the media, they use the schools, they use entertainment, and of course work to keep the public busy with no time to think, back on the farm with the other animals. All right, and so this has been a plot against, all right, the people in general, but more specifically towards us, the Israelites, all right, because they know we're God's chosen people. All right, they know the Lord Yahweh Shai died on the cross for us. All right, and that He's going to redeem us when He makes His second return. All right, and that's why they're monitoring us. All right, and they're keeping tabs on us. And you also got secret agents, all right, that are in these various camps. And you have the suckiest job ever, man. You have the most, okay, fucked up job. All right, you're the modern day Judas, and the Lord's going to clean your clock in due time. All right, you think you could be, play this game, being a hypocrite, acting like you're down with brothers, okay? All right, but yet you're working for Esau Edom. You're working for these intelligence agencies like the FBI or the CIA or the military intelligence. Because at this point, they got all different organizations to use. It ain't just CIA and FBI. The military intelligence, there's plenty of reports that the military intelligence monitors Americans. Okay? All right? I got the article right here. Okay? This is from Human Rights Watch. All right, see, this is what we do here at Great Millstone, man. We don't talk out of the side of our mouth. We prove all things as the scriptures say, man. All right? That's why to our people, you better get right. You better serve the Lord and repent, because this devil's coming down with great wrath, man. All right? He knows who we are. He knows his time is short. And not only have we been raised up on our feet, okay, proclaiming, all right, that we're the Israelites, and proclaiming the name of Yahweh Shai, all right, and saying that He's coming back, all right, to judge these people, all right. The Lord is showing His hand. The so-called UFOs, the chariots, all right, are literally, all right, in their face, all right, shutting down nuclear sites, all right, hovering over military installation bases, all right. That's why they're monitoring us. They're scared, man. Okay, you know what? Let me bring this out, and then we'll bring out Revelation 11:11. U.S. news evidence suggests monitoring of Americans. Okay, we're definitely part of that. Okay, newly released documents reveal. This article came out February 2017. Okay, and again, the whole Iran revealing that the CIA, FBI have been watching us. All right, if you've been in this truth for a while, you should have been know that they've been watching us. You shouldn't need Iran to tell you, okay? Newly released documents reveal a U.S. Defense Department policy that appears to authorize warrantless monitoring of U.S. citizens and green card holders whom the executive branch regards as homegrown violent extremists. This is why Donald Trump was now finally able to arrest a Palestinian protester on a college site. I forgot which one, all right? Because they've been monitoring, all right? Human Rights Watch said today. Separately, the documents also reinforce concerns that the government may be gathering very large amounts of data about U.S. citizens and others without warrants. Both issues relate to a long-standing executive order that is shrouded in secrecy and should be a focus of congressional inquiry. Okay, so they've been doing this. All right, and I'll put this in the description. So, but why? Why are they doing this? Because hey, we got to go to Amos 5:8. Amos 5:8. Let me pull that out. All right, I should be done. I'm not going to make this too long. You know, I'm just hitting some key points. All right. This is the book. Bear me one moment. The pages are sticking. Amos chapter 5, verse 10. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. And that's really what it is, man. They just hate us because we're telling the truth. All right. We're speaking uprightly. Okay. They hate that. All right. We're revealing out their dirty laundry. Okay. And so they got, you know, laws in play, you know, these unrighteous decrees in play to monitor us. Remember, once 9/11 hit, that was it. The Patriot Act, okay, was pushed through, all right, the National Defense Authorization Act and various other laws, okay, to monitor, okay, the people dwelling here in Babylon the Great, especially us, the Hebrew Israelites, all right? But once again, why? Because we're telling the truth. We're saying their kingdom's coming to an end. We're saying the Lord is going to deliver us. All right? We're saying they're going into slavery. And they don't like it. All right? They don't like. I mean, it makes sense. All right? You know, these piece of shit cocksuckers, they don't like that we're telling them their kingdom's up. Okay? They don't like it. All right? So it makes sense they're going to watch us, you know? But yeah. Let's see. Last one. You know, before I get I want to bring out Revelation 11:11. I want to bring a point out of that too, because they not only do they hate us, they also fear us. Okay, they fear us because everything we're bringing out, okay, according to the scriptures, is manifesting right before their very eyes. Especially when it comes to the RFID chip, the mark of the beast, which we're literally telling them what they're going to do before they do it. All right, it's not a coincidence now that this whole blockchain cryptos is at the forefront. All right, while Elon Musk, all right, with his Neuralink, okay, he's testing it. All right, so you notice that, okay? Especially he's doing a test run down here at the University of Miami, down here in South Florida. Okay, Revelation chapter 11, verse 11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them right. And this is the elect of the nation of Israel waking up, all right, to who they are, all right, and standing on their feet, okay, starting with the prophets, because they're the ones prophesying, all right, telling this devil Esau, Edom, all right, the elites, you know, these secret societies, the Illuminati, you know, hey, they're going down, okay? And that's why they're monitoring us. And ultimately, you know, and they got laws to exterminate us, all right? But they're afraid, okay? They are afraid, okay? Because they know, all right, that their kingdom is coming to an end. Because, you know, we know the persecution is coming. We know that certain men have to die for this truth, beheaded, as it says in Revelation chapter 20, verse 4. But when they do that, it's a wrap, okay? It's a wrap. All right? It is a wrap. The Lord is going to make sure the nukes fly, as well as Yahushua and the angels themselves coming, all right, to judge. All right? That's why it says, you know what? Let me drink this. Get that water. Stay hydrated. It's getting hot down here in South Florida. Revelation chapter 1, verse 7, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all the kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so, amen. Right. All right, and Yahushua coming in a huge spaceship along with the angels and their chariots, so-called UFOs, and they're going to, all right, smite, because when you go into that word wail, it's kapto, which means to smite, all right, to cut off, all right? And so they are afraid. Okay, and yes, they're gonna persecute us and lie and use AI, deep fakes and stuff, but it doesn't matter. All right, the point is, all right, their kingdom's up. All right, so you shouldn't be fearful. All right, again, what can man do unto me? We fear the Lord. I brought this out yesterday. I'm gonna bring it out again. 1:18 and 8. Excuse me. Psalm 118 and 6. The Lord is on my side. I will not fear. What can man do unto me? All right, plain. All right, what can man do unto me? All right, we fear the Lord. All right, and so with this whole Iran revealing the CIA and FBI, hey, for me, I've been new. All right, I got more documentation. I can bring out more paperwork from their own websites. All right, but the point is, all right, is that if you didn't know this, all right, then you don't know what you got yourself involved in. All right, you should be okay. When you call yourself a prophet, you should have this understanding. All right, and just know that, hey, who cares if they're monitoring us? It's good because they're not getting any sleep. They're afraid. Okay, all right. As long as you're serving the Lord, that's all that matters. All right, all right. You're doing the right thing while the camera's off. Okay, and they see it because they're monitoring us. They know who's doing the right thing. All right, they know. Okay, all right, who the sincere men of the Lord are, the prophets. Okay, that's why Donald Trump said, did you hear what the prophets say? Who's he referring to? He ain't talking about them JJs, them 1948ers, them small hats. They're not prophesying that the world will come to an end in the Middle East. All right, them JJs are into LGBTQT lifestyle and they're into secularism. In fact, there's been plenty of documentation that the bulk of the JJs, the 1948 small hats, they don't even believe in the Bible anymore. They're secular. Okay, they don't live by the Bible. Okay, they just call themselves the JJs because it was just a national. I gave it to them when they were born. All right, from their prior generation. Okay, so that's why, hey, we got the truth. Just stay locked in. We're almost out of here, and that's it. I had a couple of more stuff to pull out, but I don't want to beat a dead horse. The point is that hey, he's got laws on the books, all right, but the Lord's going to stop him, and he's not going to be able to fulfill his new world order. Once they push that chip out, it's a wrap. It's game over. All right, so don't look at this, with this whole Iran revealing as something new. Like, yes, if you didn't know, okay, or you were bullshitting, then you should definitely, all right, get your house in order, okay. But what's it called? But for the rest of us, hey, we've been new. So with that, I want to give all praise and all glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Ba'Hashem Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who grew well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep it there. Keep the faith. Keep pushing. Keep fighting. Keep studying. Pray without ceasing. Pray for each other. Pray for the apostles and elders. As you can see, we're almost out of here. Let's keep going. All right. Hey, man, we're close. We're almost out of here. Just stay locked in. For the futures that are watching, keep studying. When you pray, pray your cover. Shalom.